Okay, hi everybody. Hi. So, one of the previous videos that we watched together was in the spring. We were looking at this garden, and then the next video we looked at was midsummer. And so in the spring, we had a little bit of growth going, right? The azalea had just gone in, the raspberry had just gone in, this mint was starting to come up, the salvia was growing very large but hadn't flowered. And so then in midsummer, everything was just a riot of flowers and mint, and my azaleas going nuts and my raspberry going nuts, and the pollinator insects were all over the place. Remember that? It was pretty cool. I liked it. Here we are, mid-September. And so what we're looking at is my beautiful salvia is still flowering. You can see we still have the carpenter bee doing carpenter bee things. I don't know if you can see her. My mint has flowered and is starting to go down, and usually people would pick the flowers, they'd pinch the flowers off their mint. It's called deadheading, or I call it deadheading. There's another, I don't like to look at that guy. Anyway, I call it deadheading. You pinch the flowers off because if you're growing a plant in your garden that you want for the leaves, like mint, if you let the flower grow, the leaves will kind of stop growing, because then the flower flowers and then it seeds, and that's how it reproduces. So it's kind of done its job. If you pinch the flower off, that takes energy away from what would have gone into creating an embryo of a new plant and puts it into the leaves, which is what people want when they grow mint. But I have a lot of mint, and so I can't give it away. So I let my mint flower because the bees just adore it, as do the moths, butterflies, like that little butterfly. Okay, so the reason I started this video today is to show you a little update. I've got some good things growing that would be great for stormwater management. My coneflower looks weird. I gotta look up what's wrong with my coneflower. Anyway, so a coneflower is really good for stormwater management. It's also wonderful for pollinators. Hosta is wonderful for pollinators and for stormwater management. My black-eyed Susans are great for pollinators, as are perennial salvias and azaleas and my raspberries. Oh, but I digress. The reason why I turned this video on today is because I've been going through and trying to kind of clean some stuff up. My natural meadow got a little too natural on me. It became like almost dangerous for me to go into, and I did have to trim it back. But it'll come back. So my potatoes are going nuts. I got potatoes coming out of my ears. So you see, if I ever want a potato, I just go and I dig one up. There's a bunch. I got potatoes going nuts. I have purple ones from Peru. I have red ones, little white ones, and even black ones. And I mean, like, sincerely, they look like plums. Oh, okay, so anyway, I lifted up this barn door and propped it back up on the fence. And this is who was living under it. Hi. Hello. Now, he's not happy. I mean, sometimes garter snakes are cool. This is just a little garter snake. Hi. Hi, say hello. He's not that big. He's a tiny little guy. When I let him go, he'll take off real fast. This is what's really cool about small snakes in an ecosystem, in the forest, in your yard. Snakes play several roles in an ecosystem. Little snakes like this. So this little guy is totally non-venomous, non-poisonous, right? He doesn't have anything on his skin that would make a predator sick, and he doesn't have any venom in fangs that he can inject into prey or a predator. He is, however, a prolific predator, and he's a prey animal as well. That's what's really cool about this little guy. As we're learning in Chapter 3, in an ecosystem, you want as many trophic levels as possible. And within each trophic level, you want several different species in the trophic level. What you want is a really dense, tight-knit food web. You want as many connections, like threads in a spider web. You want as many connections as possible. You want this little guy to be eating insects and little grubs and little worms, and then little tiny baby mice maybe, or little voles or moles. And then you also want this guy to be eaten by bigger animals, like birds. So this guy is cool because he plays many roles. He's a predator, he's a prey, he actually can help control the population of some of your smaller creepy crawlies. And he's cute. So, predators are very, very important members of an ecosystem. Without our predators, the ecosystem would overgrow with prey animals, and it would eventually collapse. You have to have prey animals in an ecosystem. Without it, you lose your predators. This guy plays a double role. He's working double time, and he's not even getting paid. You're a pretty one, I'll give you that. Where are you? Would you like to go free? I'm sure you would. Alright, you be good. You take care of yourself. Don't take any wooden nickels. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.